Looks pretty good, doesn't it? It's a Primo's V-Mobile, their new Strutting Tom decoy. It's modified. We're using a real fan, a dried fan from last year, a real beard, and what we're strutting on the stake with is a product called the Fanster. I'll show you how we put this together. This is being run by two 15-foot strands of tangle-free decoy line with 2 steel stakes in the ground. It's going to be easy to run from the blind. You could use more or use less depending on where you're hunting at. But for bow hunting, you want to keep it inside of 15 feet, and that amount of decoy line is easy to deal with. Up close here you can see the steel pegs. They're just steel fence posts, or I'm sorry, tent pegs. They're put out a couple feet to the side of each of the decoy. That's just so that he doesn't get caught in the wind. Attaching the decoy line simple. Just drilled a couple holes in there, shoved the tangle free through, and tied a knot. This is what it looks like from the rear. And I'm not afraid of that decoy line spooking a bird at all. I think he's going to be so intrigued or so PO'd that there's a big Tom in his backyard. He's not going to care about anything. I set this out in my yard. My neighbor thought it was a real bird. It does look real. It's kind of windy today, so we're getting a little natural movement too, but you add the strut to him, it's going to bring in the biggest, nastiest gobbler in the woods. The only reason I'm using tangle-free line is because we're going to be dealing with this in dark conditions in the morning. And tangle-free decoy line, you can just roll it up and shake it out, and you very seldom get a knot. If you do, it comes out really easy. Here's an inside view of the decoy. You see we wrapped this with a soft cloth tape. Actually, this is ankle wrap tape that they use on horses. You can buy it at any farm and fleet or any farm store, I guess. To get the Fanster into the Primos, just took and enlarged the hole by cutting it with a knife. Then you can see it fits really nice and tight up against the back. It's slick. Another thing about using this soft cloth tape is that if the ground is hard, this Fanster stake still will rotate on the metal stake. As far as setting him up and taking him down, it really is a piece of cake. Just remove the Fanster off the stake. In this folding holder that I made. Pull your steel rods out. I made this carrier with 2 steel notebook clamps. So it protects the fan. You just put it over your shoulder and walk away. Spool up your line. Put it inside the decoy. Grab your carrier. You're out of there.